All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's Sonder Social. I'm Malika. I will be leading you through today's social. So I'm very excited to be with you all. I'm dialing in from San Francisco, California. And it is already dark. It just got real dark and it's only 5:30 out here. So just getting used to the winter months and trying to add as much light as I can in my room so that it doesn't feel so dark. And I'm joined by the lovely Maya. She's dialing in from Denver, Colorado. So she is in the chat with me tonight, and she'll just be answering any questions that you might have or any questions about Silk and Sonder or the social as we go through the agenda and like go through each of the activities together. We're super excited to have Maya with us as well. And for folks who are new to Silk and Sonder or Sonder socials, shout yourselves out in the chat if you're new to a social. I see a lot of familiar names in the chat, so I know there are some returning. So hello and welcome back to all of you folks returning. But if you are new, we want to definitely celebrate you as well. We are in the month of celebration after all. So we're very excited to have you new folks as well. All right. Okay, Christine is sorry, Doreen. This is her second social. Amazing. Welcome, welcome. And we're excited to have you with us. All right. And before we get started, just some housekeeping. Make sure to set your chat to everyone. Sometimes Zoom will default it to hosts and panelists, and we want to make sure that your chat is set to everyone so everyone in the group can see your lovely answers. We're going to be diving into some kind of writing heavy stuff today. Not super intense, but a lot of writing. So we're excited. If you want to share, you should feel like you can. So make sure to set your chat to everyone and we'll go ahead and get started. All right. I love that song that we started off with. That was actually my suggestion. I love Perfect Day. It totally reminds me of one of my favorite movies, Legally Blonde. It gives me all the goosebumps because it's such a women empowering women movie, and I think there's nothing better than just that movie. I love it. So with that, we will first walk through the community guidelines. So just as a reminder, we want you to be kind and courteous to yourself and others. No promo or spam. Respect everyone's privacy. There's no hate speech or bullying. Any product and accessory questions or customer care inquiries go to hello@silkandsonder.com. And just remember that these socials are a way for the community to connect and get together and have a great time and get the most out of your journals together. So I'm very excited to get started. Let's go ahead and chat about celebration. All right, so celebration is, I love that this theme is kind of coming around during the time of the holidays. When I think of celebration, I honestly think about the people in my life that are near and dear to my heart and sharing those moments with them. And I feel like it comes in the form of friends and people that are really just so wonderful to me. And it's always fun to kind of reconnect, as well as family and just spending some time with my family and having some time off during the holidays is a great way for all of us to connect. So I'm coming off of a big celebration, I guess, for one of my friends. It was her birthday, but she also had just gotten engaged, and we spent a lovely weekend with a ton of our friends in Palm Springs, which was extremely relaxing and couldn't have been a better weekend. And there's a lot of celebration coming up with a holiday party that I'm hosting this weekend. And some family vacation coming up at the end of the month, and there's just a lot to look forward to for this month. And I hope that you all have things to look forward to as well. And 2023, I think I was talking to Maya, personally has been a roller coaster of a ride for me. So it's exciting to kind of end the year on a good note. And I'm excited to be here with you all to kind of unpack celebration together. All right. So I'll run through the agenda. We're going to first start with the celebration activity. So we're going to have like an intro activity where we talk about celebration. And then we'll flip to page 16 and we'll log our extraordinary day. And then we will end with the gratitude log on page 13. All right, so for the celebration activity, turn to a blank page either in your December journal or a scratch paper, or if you have your thoughts journal, you can definitely use that as well. And think about a time in your life where you celebrated something about yourself. Was it an event? Was it a milestone? Was it an achievement? Was it a graduation? Was it a really difficult thing that you overcame? Was it a dream of yours that finally came true? Think about some times in your life where you've celebrated something about yourself, and think about how you celebrated and how it made you feel, and how you can kind of reflect on. Maybe we celebrate ourselves well, but maybe we don't celebrate ourselves well. I think it's not included in this question, but maybe take inventory. Are we celebrating ourselves enough? And think about how we can celebrate ourselves for future accomplishments and milestones and achievements. So I'll walk you through some of the ways I've celebrated in my past. I think about my college graduation was a huge milestone for me. Getting into my dream college was also a big accomplishment for me. It was a school that I've always wanted to go to, and it was very exciting. And then just everything about that school, I look back on my college and I had so many great memories. I also think a lot of birthday parties were always a big thing in my childhood. My mom always made me feel very celebrated as a kid. So it was really fun to kind of remember those memories as well. And then also, I think a lot of times in my adult life, I would say I typically don't celebrate birthdays as much, but I do celebrate moments that I get to spend with my loved ones. So it's not always just about an event or a milestone or achievement. Sometimes it's just about being with the people that you love and just celebrating that moment together, whatever it may be. So that is kind of my spiel. I want to give everyone some time to reflect on their celebrations, and I will talk to you in a few minutes. All right. Thank you all for sharing how you celebrate your achievements. I think celebration definitely comes in a lot of different forms. So it may not be like a typical what you think of celebration. And I think that's important to reflect on because sometimes we celebrate in very different ways. So, and it's also important to remember that maybe every day can be a moment of celebration. And is there something that we can do every single day to celebrate those little moments that often get overlooked? So I know I feel like sometimes every day tends to be a little mundane for me. I work from home, and sometimes it just feels like always home and always working and not really celebrating each day because it just feels like very similar. But adding some variety in any way that I can to make me feel like I'm doing something celebratory is a good way to celebrate the day. Um, but we will now move on to the extraordinary day. So turn to page 16 for this activity. And I'll walk us through kind of the prompt itself, and then I'll kind of express how I answer this prompt. So for the prompt, it says, today is an ordinary day, but it's about to turn extraordinary. If you were to take yourself out on a date, where would you go and what would you do? So think about all the things that bring you joy. Think about kind of where you live. What do you like to take advantage of on your day off? If you had the whole day to yourself, you get to do whatever you want to really make it extraordinary. Think about kind of what treats would you give yourself? What would you do? What kind of activities would you partake in? What types of things do you enjoy? So I will walk you through my extraordinary day. It seems pretty simple and kind of boring, but it's things that I like to do. So I just am gonna reiterate what I like to do. So I would begin my day by heading over to a cute coffee shop and my journal and just write a little bit and reflect on kind of I usually bring my thoughts journal, which is kind of like where I free write my reflect on my day and reflect on my week. And then I would also bring another journal that I have, which is called my reset journal, to really kind of get a little bit more in depth with just how I want to organize my life. And then once I did that, I would probably go for a walk around San Francisco, which is where I live, take advantage of the day. Typically, we've been having pretty good days. It's not too foggy for once. So hopefully it's a sunny day. And then I would take a walk, maybe in Embarcadero, or go to a park, or go towards the Presidio area, just any of those places. And I know it does look like the house is from Full House. They definitely shot the intro scene at Alamo Square Park. It's just those painted ladies. And then I would then head over to go shopping. I love shopping. It's one of my favorite. Even if I don't buy anything, I enjoy just shopping. So I would go to some boutiques and just browse around and just kind of take it all in. And then I'd probably head home, take some rest. And then I would start getting ready to meet up with some friends or whoever I'm meeting. And typically I love the getting ready process. It's always a fun time. Ideally, I'd be getting ready with a friend, and blasting, probably hip hop and getting or throwbacks, and getting ready and getting dolled up, and then going for a lovely dinner, with some wine, And then if I'm feeling up for it, going to a dancey bar and hitting that dance floor. That would be kind of like my perfect day. So I invite you all to kind of think about what is on your agenda for the perfect day, like maybe or extraordinary day, I should say. Maybe it's hitting the spa, maybe it's really pressing reset and just kind of like really getting rest and just being a little bit more having that time to recharge. um Maybe it's a lot more active. Maybe it's, you are preparing for a marathon and you want to run all day. What does that extraordinary day look for you? So I will give you all a few minutes to write out your extraordinary day. Feel free to use the space. It doesn't all have to be writing. It can maybe be some images too. You can, if you're feeling creative and you want to draw in this box, you can go ahead and do that as well if you're more visual. So you can even do like a whole timetable. Maybe that could be fun where you can have like a timeline on the left, and then you could by hour, you can kind of think about what activity it is for each of those moments in your day. So that's a really fun way to take this. There's a lot of different things that you can do in this box. It's really a free space. So definitely get creative and let us know in the chat if you have any other ways you're setting up your extraordinary day in a different form. I'd love to hear. But I'll give you all some time and I'll check back in a little bit. I just wanted to check in and see how everything was going. I love reading through all of your perfect days, or I feel like your extraordinary weeks, whatever they may be. The timeline is up to you. I think it's so fun that we're able to take inventory of all the things that excite us and make us happy. And it's a way for us to kind of identify what's going to make us feel celebrated or feel like we can celebrate life. And I think we tend to kind of, unfortunately, life gets in the way a lot of the time, but maybe this serves as an inspiration to incorporate some of these activities in your day, even if you can't fit it in one day. So I'm going to give you all some more time. Reflect on anything else that makes your day feel super extraordinary. I was reading through and I was like, wait, why did I make this so like kind of mundane? There's so many things that I could have added. Like, of course, I love concerts. I love museums. I would love just like be with I love this magic carpet concept, or maybe just flying on a private jet to Paris. Like these are so fun. So I'm definitely gonna redo mine because mine was way more boring. So I love all the exciting things that are fun, and I am going to give you all some more time to kind of just log anything else that makes your day extraordinary. And I will check back in a few minutes. Right. Thank you all for sharing your extraordinary days. I am so excited that you all have the time to kind of think about how you can make your day extraordinary. And now you have a blueprint for when you are feeling like you just need a day to yourself to really do the absolute most. So, thank you all so much for sharing with us in the chat. That was a fun activity. So I'm very excited that we got to do that together. Let's now turn to page 13 for the gratitude log. So I'm going to walk you through some examples of gratitude logs that we've done in the past. It's really a great time to think about kind of how you I just are grateful for everything around you. I know this is the season to give back. This is also the season to really reflect on what makes us grateful. And I think it's a fun way to kind of think about what we're really grateful for in our lives. It can be something small, but it can also be something pretty important. So, here are some great examples of how you can take this. Of course, you can get colorful with it. This is something that you can do just and be very colorful. You can also just write however you kind of everything that makes you grateful. Sometimes there's some great questions in the chat. Do you do it for each day of the month, or do you do it all at once? It's really up to you. So you can do it either way. So we're already kind of halfway in the month, which I cannot believe. Uh, so I feel like if you've already started it, that's great. And maybe you do it one a day. But if you do feel like you want to just spend this time to write out all the things that you're grateful for, you can definitely do that as well. Yes, Maya said some people repurpose this section as a self-care, what you're like maybe things that you could do for self-care. Maybe instead of what you're grateful for, maybe how you're giving back each day. Like maybe that's your intention for the month. And when you just want to maybe volunteer a little bit more or just be a part of the community a little bit. So thinking about what are those small actions that you can take for giving. And then also think about kind of everything that's gone on maybe this year. So maybe it doesn't have to be things that are currently present, but what are you grateful for as you reflect on 2023? What are you grateful for? Maybe there's some growth that happened this year. Maybe there were some uncomfortable moments that you really had to navigate and were testing you. Maybe there were things that just went particularly well and you're grateful for just having that moment happen. Think about maybe how you can reflect on the whole year as well. So it doesn't always have to be in your present, it can be something that's happened in the past year. So that's a great way to do it too. Here are some other fun examples of folks who have set up their gratitude log. And I can see like some people, they forget a day, they just colored it in. That's a great idea if you want to do it day by day. But sometimes I just do it in one go. So there's so many fun ways to take this. And then I also have kind of a list of categories for some things that you can think about as you reflect on your gratitude log. Maybe these are some things that kind of make you think of certain things that you're grateful for. So here is a little list of things that you might be grateful for. Maybe it jogs your memory about something. So this is a good way to kind of get your brain going. And of course, you can be as detailed as you'd like. These are obviously just categories. So it can also just be, I'm grateful for music. That's fine too. But maybe there's a certain song or maybe there's a certain genre that you're grateful for that maybe it is attached to some memories that are really stand out in your mind as really nice memories. So there's a lot of different ways you can take this. Let this be serve as an inspiration. And I will give you some time to fill out your gratitude logs and go ahead, everyone type in the chat maybe one thing that we're grateful for as you write it down. And then just, yeah, I'm excited to kind of hear how everyone sets this up. And I will check back in a few minutes. All right. Thank you all for sharing what you're grateful for. I know there's so much to be grateful for, and it's hard to pin down kind of one thing. And I'm excited that you all have spent this hour with me. It's already been an hour. So make sure to share your pages with us. We love seeing your pages, so make sure to do that. Maya's going to drop down some links, but basically, make sure to download the app. That's how we connect, and you'll see us in Sonder Club. Make sure to take advantage of our referral program. This is kind of the season of kind of gift giving, and Silk and Sonder is a great gift for your friends and folks in your lives that do love the journals. And then also, if you're not on that annual subscription, take a peek at the annual subscription. You might be saving a ton of money. So think about kind of that if you think Silk and Sonder is working for you. We also have the new social feedback survey. So make sure to set that, take some time and just fill that out. All the event programming here is really to serve the community. It's really for all of you. So we just want to make sure that we are tailoring as best as we can to serve all of you guys. And also take advantage of that YouTube link. There will be a recording for this social in a few days, but there are also some past socials on there. Lots of good content if you're curious about some past events that we've done in the past. How many times did I say past? Too many times. But thank you all so much for this hour. It was a lot of reflection, a lot of fun, a lot of moments that we got to celebrate together, a lot of gratitude. I know this just hour has made me reset a little bit. So I hope it did the same for you. And I know midweek can be tough, especially in the holidays, and some of us are working and we don't want to work. We want to be in holiday mode, but we have to, carry on. We have to power through. So this hour really was special to me. And I'm so, so excited to celebrate you all in the new year. I'm very, very excited for what's to come. So I hope to see you at my next social. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I'll see you next time.
Oh, not another tape. Oh, it's like that. I'm your dream come true when it's on a platter for you. Then you pull back when I try to make plans more than 2 hours in advance. I slam the door, I ignore, I say no, 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 no more. I got you blocked after this and afterthought. I finally cut you off. I feel so much lighter, like a feather with you off my mind. I'm floating through the memories like whatever, you're a waste of time. Your signals are mixed, you act like a bitch, you fit every stereotype, send a pic. I feel so much lighter, like a feather with you out my life. With you out my life. It feels so good, not caring where you are tonight. And it feels so good, not pretending to like the one you like. I slam the door, I ignore, I say no, 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 no more. I got you blocked, excited to never talk. I'm so sorry for your loss. I feel so much lighter.